Hello, everybody. Welcome to Clever Investments and also Happy New Year. So this is the first video in 2025. In this video, I want to talk about California long-term care tax. And this is only useful for California residents. In the fall of 2023, I had a video discussing the California long-term care tax and what we should do about it. So back then, I bought a long-term care insurance and I paid about $2,000 a year with the hope that I could opt out of the long-term care tax if it happens in 2024. But it didn't happen. Nothing happened in 2024. So I want to revisit this and I want to stop paying my long-term care insurance and want to explain what is my thinking behind this. Okay, so if you search the long-term care insurance in California, you can find this page. And from this page, it says there's a AB 567 talking about the long-term care tax, and also SB 1255, which will establish a workforce to study and give a report of the long-term care tax. And for this task force, it's supposed to finish before July 1st last year. So that means by now, this task force already finished. Its job was done, and its main job is in this report. So we can check this report to find more about the long-term care tax recommended by the task force. Okay, so first, the task force recommended 5 choices. And the main number about choice is how much long-term care benefit that taxpayer can get. So design 1 has the lowest, design 5 has the highest, and design 3 is in the middle. 2 and 4 are also more expensive than 3. So for those 5 plans, 5 recommendations, they have different properties. So let's scroll down a little bit. Okay, so you can find that there is a contribution cap. Contribution cap means if your income is above this cap, it's no longer subject to the long-term care tax. But for design 4, there is no contribution cap. So depending on which design the California legislature choose, we don't know whether there will be a contribution cap or not. If they choose design 4, there will not be any contribution cap. And also, let's look for opt-out. Whether it's okay for you to not pay the long-term care tax. So for design 2, 3, 4, and 5, it mentioned there is a opt-out choice before the program starts. If you already own a long-term care insurance from a private party, you could opt out. But what kind of insurance qualifies is still unknown. For design 1, there is no choice for opt-out, so you have to pay for the cost. For other designs, they are opt-out. And if you look at how much we would like to pay, so the baseline is for design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need to pay 0.6% up to 3% of your total income. And maybe some of them are paid by your employer, some are paid by our taxpayers. And for the employer part, there's no contribution cap, although for individual, there is a contribution cap for design 1, 2, 3, or 5. So for the contribution cap, the current number is 400K. If your income is above 400K, you no longer pay for the long-term care tax for the amount that's above it. Let's back to the tax rate. And you can pay from between 0.6% to 3%, depending on which design you choose. But depending on what investment the plan would use, you may pay a lot more, maybe up to 3.94%. And another thing about this is vote. The task force had many members and they vote which plan is preferred, design 1 to 5. If you sum up all the votes, then design 3 is the most popular. And design 2 and 4 are also close. Design 1 is the least likely. The cheapest plan is the least likely, but all other plans are kind of likely. And for the vote from the public, if you count the preferred choice, then the last two most expensive designs, 4 and 5, get most of the vote. So those are the basics. And for me, for my own long-term care insurance, I'm paying about $2,000 every year. I have two choices. One is I can stop it completely. The other is I could reduce its benefit and also reduce my premium. My current total benefit of the long-term care insurance is 144K max. And if I reduce it to the minimum here, 36,000, and also if I remove the inflation protection term, then I only need to pay a few $100s, like $200, $300 a year, which is much cheaper compared to another choice of stop paying completely. I do plan to stop it completely. So here's why. So if I reduce the benefit dramatically to design 1, and if the requirement for opt-out is to match the benefit of the long-term care tax, then I can only match design 1, which is the least popular choice voted by committee or public. And also design 1 doesn't even have opt-out choice. So if you search the opt-out, so design 1 doesn't have opt-out choice. So if they indeed choose design 1, my own long-term care insurance would not be useful to opt out anyway. So it's not useful to reduce it to that low. And also the task force already done their job and it no longer exists. Those numbers put up in the report will quickly get outdated. So my guess is if California government decide to start the long-term care tax again, they may start another task force or they may start some other procedure that still give us time to do the opt-out. So I will take the risk of not able to opt out because who knows what plan, what criteria they will set for opt out. But I will take that risk since so much time has passed and we didn't hear anything about it. And I decide to stop paying my long-term care insurance to save some money. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.